Ghost Recon 2 Summit Strike comes from a very different era of gaming, a time where publishers would often release smaller, mini-sequels that had the same amount of content and polish as an original game. This was common on the PC for ages, but console gamers eventually got the same treatment. Ubisoft did this a lot with their Tom Clancy franchises, especially in Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon, a series of tactical military games that focused heavily on realism and real-time coordination. Sure, Ghost Recon 2 was made for consoles, so it is a lot more simplified for the ease of play on the joystick, but it was a great game, and so is its mini-sequel for the Xbox, Summit Strike. It added more levels, more features, and it fits snugly between the harder traditional style of earlier games and the fast-paced action movies of the Advanced Warfighter games. Though it may look like a typical third-person shooter, it's anything but once you start playing. Everything is slow and deliberate. Changing between your weapons and equipment takes an authentic amount of time. Firefights aren't bombastic battles, instead they're quick and pinpoint engagements. It only takes a couple of rounds for anybody, including you, to bite it. Your weapons feel accurate and hold some serious weight when firing them. Only proper usage of them will guarantee any results. Controlling your character is responsive, and selecting items on the fly is a non-issue. You feel appropriately bulky, but it doesn't stop you from quickly lying down and unloading your rifle, which feels immensely satisfying. This is by no means a stealth game. You have to fight, but you want it on your terms. That's where good usage of your squad comes in. The commands you can issue aren't nearly as complicated as in like armor, but your allies usually respond well to them. They'll flank when you ask them to, hit enemies precisely, lay down suppressive fire, destroy vehicles, and will often take cover and peek around corners, which looks excellent in action. In Summit Strike, your main objective is to neutralize an arms smuggler in Kazakhstan, but most of your missions play out as search and destroy, be it military or support equipment. Occasionally you'll have levels where you go in lone wolf to secure areas on the map. In these missions, you're equipped with some special grade military equipment with cameras on the sides to look around corners, without exposing yourself. I generally like most of the levels. They frequently change environments from a snowy alpine to an urban city with various ways you can approach each objective. A really neat feature is how you can select what weaponry you start with. They're broken up into different classes like long range rifleman or support gunner. It greatly adds to the replayability of each level. But I really don't like the overuse of helicopters in the game. Nearly every mission has you fighting one or two gunships at the same time. In some areas it's really easy to get boxed into a corner and get wiped out. Some missions are a bit misleading. In one you need to destroy half a dozen bunkers and you're given a laser designator for an airstrike. Cool, but you get just one shot, after which it's practically useless. And the night missions, which should be a great opportunity to lay surprise attacks and be stealthy, are broken by enemies that are able to see you in pitch blackness. Thankfully, much of the frustration is alleviated by a small feature, saving. At any point in the level, you can pause and make a quick save, be it after completing an objective or just downing some enemies. It's fast to save and load, and it keeps the game running smoothly. It may sound pretty casual as it allows messing up as much as you want, but I choose having a forgiving game over a punishing game any day. Honestly, I don't think I could have played this game without the save feature. Besides the single player, Summit Strike contains a suite of new and familiar multiplayer modes: Lone Wolf, Firefight, Defend, and Heli Hunt. In Heli Hunt you survive waves of gunships. Fun? Graphically, this game looks excellent. There's a great attention of detail in the character modeling, and the animations still hold up really well. Small additions like your bullet casing sliding down a hill just adds to the authenticity. The sound is also well done. Music is sparingly used, mostly it's just you and the environment. The weapons you use sound very accurate and meaty, giving off a very hard-hitting feel. Overall, I really enjoyed playing through Summit Strike. Though it's not a game for everyone. You're gonna die often and strategy is key here, so running and gunning is out of the question. But I'm more than happy to recommend playing through this game for those looking for a more pulpy and realistic military shooter, or for people that are already fans of the series.